Imagine waking up one morning and realizing your body, your family, and your future no longer belong to you. Not because of war, not because of crime, but because one unstable man woke up bored. This is what many women in ancient Rome felt under Emperor Caligula. When people hear the name Caligula, they think of madness, cruelty, and chaos. They think of a ruler who crossed every line. But what often gets pushed into the shadows is what he did to the women of Rome. Not just physically, not just emotionally, but spiritually. What he did to them was not only violent, it was worse than death, because death ends suffering. What Caligula created was endless fear. Let me take you back to Rome, nearly 2,000 years ago. Rome was powerful, rich, confident. On the surface, it looked strong. But inside the palace, something dark was growing. Caligula became emperor at a young age. At first, people loved him. He smiled. He spoke kindly. He promised fairness. But power, when mixed with insecurity, can rot a person from the inside. Caligula did not see women as human beings. He saw them as objects, toys, proof that he was above all laws. Wives of senators, daughters of generals, even women who came to public events just to watch games. None of them was safe. Status did not protect them. Marriage did not protect them. Honor did not protect them. Imagine being married in Rome. Your husband works his whole life to build respect. He serves the state. He speaks carefully. He follows the rules. And one day, the emperor notices you. That single glance could destroy your entire life. Caligula believed that if he wanted a woman, no one had the right to say no, not even her family. He would invite couples to dinner, friendly smiles, laughter, wine. Then, without shame, he would take the woman away. Later, he would return and openly judge her body and performance, like she was nothing more than a product. Her husband had to sit there and listen, silent, powerless. To speak was death. To react was death. To feel anger was death. This was not just abuse. This was psychological torture. Caligula wanted men to feel small, broken, helpless. He wanted women to feel unsafe, even in their own homes. Fear was his favorite weapon. Some women lived every day knowing they could be summoned at any moment. No warning, no escape. Imagine how that fear follows you everywhere when you walk outside, when you hear footsteps, when guards pass by, even when you try to sleep. This is not living. This is surviving in a cage with invisible bars. Stoicism teaches that suffering becomes unbearable when we lose control over our inner world. Caligula attacked that directly. He didn't just hurt bodies. He destroyed dignity. And when dignity is destroyed, the soul begins to collapse. Many women were accused of crimes they never committed. Adultery, disloyalty, disrespect. These accusations were excuses, tools. Once accused, their property could be taken, their families ruined, their names erased. In Rome, reputation was everything. Caligula understood this, so he crushed reputations without mercy. Think about modern life for a moment. Imagine your boss, your leader, or someone powerful spreading lies about you publicly. Imagine losing your job, your friends, your future, all because someone above you felt insecure. That feeling of helplessness is a small echo of what Roman women felt every day. Caligula also enjoyed humiliation. He believed shame was more painful than pain. Some women were forced into public situations designed to degrade them. He wanted the crowd to watch. He wanted whispers. He wanted silence mixed with fear, because fear keeps people obedient. From a Stoic point of view, this is what happens when a ruler has no self-control. Marcus Aurelius later wrote that a man who cannot govern himself will always become a tyrant over others. Caligula is the perfect example. He was ruled by impulse, desire, ego, and boredom. Boredom is important here. Caligula was not always angry. Sometimes he was simply bored. And boredom in a man with unlimited power becomes deadly. Women became entertainment, a way to feel alive, a way to feel superior. Some historians say Caligula believed himself to be a god, and when someone believes they are divine, human suffering feels small to them. Women were not people in his eyes. They were props in his fantasy of power. Now let's talk about why this was worse than death. Death, as the Stoics say, is a release from suffering, but what Caligula did forced people to live in constant anticipation of pain. Fear before pain is often worse than pain itself. The mind suffers long before the body does. Women had to smile in public while dying inside. They had to protect their families by staying silent. They had to carry shame that was never theirs. This kind of suffering doesn't leave scars you can see. It leaves scars on identity. Stoicism teaches that our worth comes from our character, not from what happens to us. But Caligula tried to steal even that. By forcing women into impossible situations, he tried to redefine them by his actions, not their values. And yet, here is the quiet strength. Many survived. Many protected their children. Many endured in silence, not because they were weak, but because resistance would destroy everyone they loved. Stoicism does not mean fighting every battle. Sometimes it means choosing the least destructive path. This story is not just about ancient Rome. It's about power without virtue. It's about what happens when desire has no limits. It's about why Stoics warn us that unchecked emotion can turn a human into a monster. In modern life, we may not face emperors, but we face people who misuse power, bosses, partners, systems. The lesson is clear. Never give someone control over your inner world, because once they own your fear, they own you. Caligula was assassinated young. His reign ended suddenly. Power abandoned him the same way it came. The women he tried to erase are remembered today as victims of tyranny, not as his possessions. His name is remembered with disgust, theirs with quiet respect. Stoicism reminds us that time exposes all truth. Tyrants fall. Character remains. If this story made you think differently about power, control, and inner strength, take a second to like this video. Share your thoughts in the comments. And if you want more stories that turn ancient wisdom into modern strength, subscribe to the channel, stay calm, stay aware, and never let anyone steal your dignity.